And we back. Now, as many as y'all know, I am a certified short king. I'm 5'7", 5'8" on the good day, 5'8" in the right pair of shoes. But you know what? I wear that like a badge, you know what I'm saying? There's never been a time in my life where me being short has hindered me. Except for the times where I meet an NBA players, like a picture of me and Larry Marketing right next to each other. He is a legit 7 foot, or a picture of me and Kobe White, or I couldn't even get a picture with Taco Fall because we couldn't even get everybody in frame. So those are the only times where me being short has really been something a little difficult. But either way, today we're focusing on the short kings of the NBA. Now you're looking at me like, Kenny, there's only a few. There's like Isaiah Thomas, JJ Barea, but that's pretty much it. How is this going to be an entire challenge for the short king? Well, we're going to do short kings relative to the average height of their positions. Who's a short king for a center? For example, Montrezl Harrell. In reality of the world, at 6'7", he is a large human being. But for his position, he is considered a short king. So I went into some Googling and I tried to find out what is the average height of an NBA point guard, shooting guard, and so on and so forth. And I found this study. It's a few years old, but we're going to use it as the basis of today's challenge. So during my Googles, I found this study. Now, it only goes back to 2018. That's the most recent thing I can find. So we're going to use that for today's video. It goes back to 1952. And it actually got me curious. What was the average height in 1952 of the NBA? 6'4". Only 6'4". And the average height now is 6'7", bro. They've been putting stuff in our Wheaties, bro. There's a reason. I said our, but I'm still a short king. They've been putting stuff in these people Wheaties to get them taller by the year. So yeah, it goes all the way up to 2018, but that's what we're using as reference for today's video. So what I have to do is build a roster of players that are considered short for their position. So for the point guard position, all of my point guards have to be 6'2" or shorter. All of my shooting guards have to be 6'4", because again, it has to be shorter. Small forward 6'7", power forward 6'9", and center 6'11". Now that I'm thinking about it, the average weight of an NBA player is 217 pounds, right? What was the average weight back then? 194? Bro, we are just bigger and stronger and probably more athletic than the players were in 1951. Okay, so that's what today's video is about. Be sure to leave a like on it. Short kings, y'all tall kings too. You can like this video. You can enjoy this video. I promise you can. It's about leaving a like and subscribing if you're new. So y'all know the way we do things. We have to randomly select our team and let our assistant GM draft the roster that we start off with, and then we transform that into the short kings lineup. So I'm gonna close my eyes and stop in 3, 2, and 1. We're running with the 76ers in today's video, which is ironic because the 76ers have one of the tallest lineups in the NBA right now, and now we're turning into one of the shortest lineups in the NBA right now. And oh, we're gonna literally have the last pick in this year's draft. Okay, the literal last pick. Whatever, it's a rebuild challenge. I'm cool if I don't start off with a superstar. I will try to create or trade for my short king, my short superstar. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this now is because if you did not know, every Tuesday I've been streaming over on House of Highlights, rewatching old footage, and I was rewatching the game of Isaiah Thomas dropped 53 points on the Washington Wizards game 2 of the playoffs, and Isaiah Thomas, the king of short kings, retweeted my stream. I'm like, yo, come on, brother. So y'all know for sure, whatever team Isaiah Thomas is on, he has to end up on my team because he is the reason we are doing today's video. So let me find him real quick. He plays for the Rockets. Trade finder him. Oh, they wild. They won't. Okay, they are really wild. They want Darius Garland, bro. You tripping? But he plays for the Rockets. That's something we need to remember because he will end up on our team eventually. Let's take a look at our roster. We have Rudy Gobert, above average height. We have John Collins. I have to go back over here and look at the average height of a power forward again. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so the average height of a power forward in 2018 was 6'9.3 inches. So I'm just going to say our power forward has to be 6'8" or shorter, okay? Can we agree on that? Okay, so John Collins cannot stay. Evan Fournier is above average height for a shooting guard. Will Barton is below average height for a small forward. So that's the only player so far that we can keep on the roster. Aaron Baines, he fits. He is below 6'11". Bogdanovich does not fit. Zach Randolph does. Why is Zach Randolph still in the game? Does not work. Ish Smith works. Ish Smith is one of the fastest players I've ever seen play basketball. He works. I'm not saying he's safe, but he works for the challenge. Danny Green does not. We have a lot of players that we need to trade. Darius Garland does work, but he's only 19 years old with some trade value, so you know we're going to throw him in a trade. Mario Hezonja is too tall. Ty Jerome is way too tall for a point guard. Wesley Wandu fits, but the roster's trash. We had the last pick. Okay, so let me figure out who is the #1 short king that I should be trying to go after when it comes to these trades. Seth Curry doesn't fit. He has to be shorter than 6'2", so Dame doesn't even fit. Okay, Trae Young, but he's probably going to be untouchable, honestly. Trae Young fits the challenge. Wow. We can't even get Pascal Siakam. Russell Westbrook doesn't fit. Bradley Beal does fit the challenge. He is 6'3", and that's shorter than 6'5". So Bradley Beal is probably going to be the guy we end up trading for to be our star, because I know for sure he's probably not untouchable for the Spurs, so he'll probably be the first guy we'll go after. We know for sure this man cannot be on our roster. So Trae Young plays for the Celtics. I mean, no, the Cavaliers, and he is untouchable. Let's go to the Spurs real quick. And Bradley Beal is not untouchable, but they are buying, which is trash. I was hoping they were rebuilding, because that would have made my trade process so much easier. Okay, talk to them about Bradley Beal. We will give you Rudy Gobert. Of course, they say no. I was hoping they had a counter offer, though. We will also give you Zach Randolph. They say no. In the first. They say no. In the second. They say no. In another second. They say no. And then we'll also throw you Ty Jerome. That you need to give us a player. That's fine. You give us back Javon Carter. They say no. Okay. What if I trade finder Bradley Beal? They say nothing. Why is it harder to trade for Bradley Beal now than it's ever been in any video ever? Eva Kimba. They just want Danny Green and Will Barton. I mean, I wanted to keep Will. Because, again, he is like the prototypical small forward for this challenge. They want Bogdanovich and Evan Fournier. I think both of these guys don't fit in there on the one-year deal. Kimba, welcome to the team, bro. Welcome to the team. Okay, and we got a first-round pick in that. Now, let's go talk to the Spurs again. I'll give you Rudy Gobert. I will give you the Bucks pick that we just got. I will give you our first-round pick. And I'll give you Zach Randolph, 38-year-old self. And then another second on top of that. Thank you. Okay, so we have our backcourt of undersized guys, 6 foot, Kemba Walker, and 6'3", Bradley Beal. But now we have to figure out the center position. I think I mentioned Montrezl Harrell's name earlier. I think he's like the prime guy. Bam works. I'm going to add Bam to the list. I don't know if we really have the assets to get Bam, but I'll add him to the list. Actually, there's a decent amount of centers. Like, these two guys fit too. But I want Montrez. I think he's the easiest guy to trade for too, and he plays for the Wizards. So let's go talk to the Wiz. Y'all got a guy I want in my... Oh, Montrez is only making that much money, so we'll give you John Collins for Montrez. You give us back your first-round pick, though. Huh? They want our first-round pick. They also give us Dante DiVincenzo, who fits the challenge. He is 6'4", and They want Ish Smith. I said he was cool, but he ain't safe. So Dante DiVincenzo's now a backup shooting guard. We got that under wraps. And then Montrezl Harrell could even run small or power forward for us, because that's how short he is. So you can run power forward, and we can still get a center that we love even more. Like, I love that Montrezl Harrell is making such a little amount of money this year. In 2K21 rebuilds, trading for Montrezl Harrell is going to be a little bit more difficult, because he will get a bag this offseason. I'm not saying he's going to go out there and make $80 million a year, but it's going to be more than the $6 million he's making in 2K20. So, Drummond... If I do, like, Bam plays for the Nuggets. I doubt I have the assets for him without giving up one of our top pieces, but I'll talk to him for a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, everything that they want for Bam is giving up one of the pieces we already traded for. So Bam is off the list right now. Other centers that's not Clint Capella, because Clint Capella is so boring to trade for. Yeah, Wendell Carter. Dwight Howard works, but he's 33, and you know what I'm saying? He's good, but I don't know if I want him to be my starting center. Daniel Tice definitely fits the challenge. The boy is 6'8". Who's our starting small forward right now is Will Barton, if I'm not mistaken. We still have Mario Hezonja, who we have to trade. Darius Garland has to get moved, bro. He's making, I mean, not that he's making money, but he's a valuable asset. So I'm going to go Darius Garland, first round pick, along with Danny Green's contract. I think this is a good trade. We get Lou Will and Clint Capella. I know, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of boring. But we trade Darius Garland, Danny Green, who doesn't fit the challenge, in his first round pick. We get a center who is under the 6'11", And then we get a point guard who is 6'1", which again, it works. It works. So shout out Lou Will, man. Lou Will coming to the roster to be that backup to Kemba Walker. I think our guard rotation is fire with Kemba, Bradley Beal, and then Lou Will and Dante DiVincenzo. I think that is fire, fire, fire. Small forward, we still like Will Barton, but we got to find a backup for him, or even maybe somebody that's better so he can move to the backup. So let's go small forwards. And I know we can cheat it out and say like, hey, we trade for a shooting guard and make him the small forward. Like technically we could trade for... Who's a guy? I didn't even know. I could trade for Drew Holiday and run him as small forward. Add him to the list. I know his secondary position is point guard, but I know Drew Holiday can run this. He plays for the Lakers. Let me see what the Lakers want from Drew Holiday. I really love Drew Holiday's game, man. I really love Drew Holiday's game. So let's see what they got. They want Bradley Beal. They want Will Barton. They want nope. So Drew Holiday's off the list. The problem is he's making $27 million. So like the next guy that we trade for has to be like a relatively cheap guy. So let me go back over here and look for a small forward, a literal small. Ooh, Eric Gordon. But Eric Gordon got a bag, bro. Eric Gordon is making $14 million. I'll add him to the list. I'm not saying he's unable to be traded for, but like it's going to be tougher to trade for him. And do I really want to give that much money to him when I could probably I can pay Derrick Jones $1 million. Derrick Jones, he fits the challenge. I'm adding him to the list, and he plays for the Mavericks. Let me go talk to the Mavericks. I want to build my own trade with the Mavs for Derrick Jones Jr. because I think he'll fit well. $1 million contract. We could throw you Mario Hezonja and throw you some seconds, bro. Throw you some seconds. You're going to say yeah to this. 3 seconds. All right, so yeah, those seconds didn't mean anything to me. But now we have another small forward that we can fit in our rotation. Aaron Baines is our backup center. I love it. I love it. Ekpe Udoh fits, but I don't want Ekpe Udoh to be my 10th man on my roster. You get assets and you flip them. Bam Adebayo, welcome to the team. Yeah, I know, fan favorite, whatever, Kenny. You always trade for Bam Adebayo. There's a reason I always trade for Bam Adebayo because Bam Adebayo was that guy. He is that boy. And now he'll run center for us. Yeah. So we have a very short lineup right now, which is beautiful. And I had to get a backup power forward for Montrezl Harrell. So how do we do that? Who is expendable here? Oh, Ty Jerome has to be moved anyway. And Wesley Iwundu works, but Ty Jerome has to be moved anyway. He's making a small amount of money. I'll throw him an Ekpe Udoh on the first round pick from the Nuggets and see if I can get a backup forward that is short. This trade works, man. This trade works. PJ Tucker is undersized for pretty much any position you throw him at other than point guard and shooting guard. So I'm going to just change him to a 4. His overall goes up, and now that is our backup power forward. We also bring in Vontae Graham, which is interesting, and it makes me question whether I need Lou Williams anymore because Vontae Graham will run that role as well. So I'll see what Lou Williams' value is. He's making $8 million a year, but at this point, I basically have all the short kings that Marcus Smart, 6'3" shooting guard. I also already have Dante DiVincenzo, though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need another shooting guard anyway. I legit think I have all the short kings, bro. Oh, Isaiah Thomas. What am I doing? Isaiah Thomas plays for the Rockets. He played for the Rockets. Let me go talk about Isaiah Thomas before I forget the whole purpose of today's video. The Rockets, he's making $7 million a year. For why? For why is he making $7 million a year, bro? He should be on the minimum. He doesn't even have a real contract, bro. Are we not going to be able to trade for him because of his money situation? Because I refuse to trade y'all somebody of value. Okay, we could do a trade like this, right? That's not going to work. But then you throw in this pick. Please just accept this one. Thank you. The shortest of short kings is on the roster. And he's a 12th man. But he's on the roster. That's all that really matters. So our lineup is looking like Kemba, Bradley Beal, Will Barton, Montrezl Harrell, and Bam Adebayo. You know what I'm saying? We got 3 all-star caliber players here. I say caliber because y'all know Bradley Beal didn't actually make it this season somehow, averaging 30 points per game. He didn't make the all-star game. But then we have Bam. We have Lou Will off the bench with Vontae and Dante. Aaron Baines, who, yes, I got to just double-check everything, bro, because this is the type of video where I get to the end and I realize, oh, my God, this guy's too tall. So there we go. And then lastly, I have to fill out the rest of the roster because we just don't have players. So let me go find the undersized small forward in free agency that I mess with. I'll bring Kim Bazemore. Deal. And then I think I need one more. I wish I could, Joe Kim, bro, but you do not fit the challenge. Ed Davis. I like Ed Davis a lot. And then let's just go find a shooting guard that is under 6'5". Sure. Ian Clark, get another free ring. So, yeah, this is our roster. Does the system fit? Defense is not fit because we have Bradley Beal and Kemba Walker and Will Barton in our lineup. But I can't fire Brett Brown. I'm going to fire Brett Brown. I'm going to fire Brett Brown. Some Philly fans saying it should have been done a long time ago anyway. I'm going to go ahead and bring in a balanced coach, keep the rotation at 10, and we're going to simulate games. Giannis wins MVP of the Bulls. I don't know how Giannis ends up on the Bulls in so many videos. As you know, it's not scripted or anything. It's just destiny at this point. Am I right? Ja Morant, anybody on our teams? Well, we get Coach of the Year with 62 wins. We are the Philadelphia 76ers. Will we have an All-NBA player? We will not. Okay. Defensive team player? We will not. Rookies? We will not. All right. Nobody gets recognition on our roster. Typical day at the office, you know what I'm saying? Bradley Beal averages 23 points per game for us. Great efficiency. Kemba, great. Montrezl Harrell, good. Bam Adebayo, amazing. Lou Will should have been a 6-man of the year conversation. He's back in Philly. I just realized. Back where it started, man. Back where it started. So, what did I want to see? I wanted to take a look at team stats. Did we give up a bunch of offensive rebounds? Defensive rebounds per game. Oh, we were literally tied for the best defensive rebounding team in the league. Huh, but not percentage-wise, but like total. Total we were. And then offensive rebounds, it looks like we were towards the bottom, 22. So, you know what I'm saying? The height didn't really matter that much. It didn't matter that much. So we go against the Toronto Raptors, who have Devin Booker, Jimmy Butler, Chandler Parsons at the 4. That's stinky. That's, yeah. And we ain't talking 2015 Chandler Parsons. We're talking about 2020 Chandler Parsons. Nah, he shouldn't be starting. Then we have James Harden in the second round with Michael Porter Jr., Marcus Morris Sr., Good roster here, or good start at 5. I don't know what that bench looking like, but good start at 5, not good enough. Now we're going against Giannis, TJ Warren, LaMarcus Aldridge, Shabazz Napier, and Jeremy Lamb. Cool lineup, but we got the Giannis stopper on our team. Okay, we don't have a Giannis stopper, but we have Lou Will, who is a bucket, either certified, bona fide bucket. Game 2. There's Giannis coming back. Okay, game 3. Nah, I'm good on that, bro. We're going to shorten this rotation. Game 4. Please don't sell the bag, boys. Okay, all right. They like to just put on the show for the fans, bro. That's all. No way they're going to lose this series. There's no way they're going to lose. Yeah, there we go. They like to be in the hole. Look at Lou Will off the bench. He's just, again, I don't expect anything else from Lou Will except for give me points. And boy, did he do that in the bunch. Okay, keep it going. Oh, man. The UC must be rocking. Oh, the UC must be rocking. Well, there's a short king dream. That boy Giannis is just unstoppable. They better win the championship, too, so I don't feel bad. Oh, they're going to lose the championship. Oh, they won a championship. The short king's roster was good, man. 6'3" Bradley Beal. I keep looking over to just make sure everybody fit the challenge, and they did. We just could not beat Yacht. I mean, listen. A short Kings roster cannot beat Giannis. Proven fact. That boy is taller than everybody on our roster, and he's not even playing a center position. You know what I'm saying? He was the one guy that we should have been afraid to go against, and we got him in the conference finals. If we were to win against Luka in that championship, we got the clamps for Luka. We didn't have an answer for Giannis. If you enjoyed the videos, always be sure to leave it a like, man. I saw somebody on Instagram basically tally up how many challenges I failed. Just one other added to the list. Click the links in the description. I'm dropping videos on my other channels as well if that sounds like something you're interested in. And I'll be back. Peace.